Most men are weak, not because they were born that way, but because they were trained to be. Weak by their parents, weak by school, weak by comfort, and worst of all, weak by choice. If you're tired of being walked on, ignored, disrespected, forgotten, this is the video that will break the chains. Before we begin, subscribe right now, because in the next video, I'm revealing the dark psychology behind why good men finish last and how to flip the game. You do not want to miss that. Now, let's dig into the truth that no one dares to tell you. You think being loud makes you strong? You think benching 300 makes you masculine? You think sleeping with girls makes you a man? You've been lied to. Because what you see online, the flashy watches, the rented Lumbos, the fake flexing, that's not power. That's performance. Most men today are actors, pretending to be alpha while crumbling inside. They shout to feel heard. They sleep around to feel valuable. They spend hours in the gym, but never lift the weight of their inner demons. Because it's easier to build a body than to build a backbone. Let me tell you something brutal. You need to hear this. Weakness wears a mask. The man always posting wins on Instagram, he's screaming for validation. The guy who can't stop arguing with women, he's emotionally unstable, not powerful. The boy who needs likes and followers to feel seen, he's starving for attention, not respect. Real strength, it's not loud. It doesn't need applause. It doesn't need to be seen, because it knows exactly who it is. Real strength is silent, ruthless, stoic. It's the man who goes ghost for a year, builds himself in silence, and returns unrecognizable. It's the man who doesn't argue, doesn't chase, but whose presence alone silences the room. Let me give you a real story. A guy I used to know looked like a warrior. 6 feet 2 inches, jacked, tattoos, fast car, endless girls. Everyone envied him, until the market crashed. His girl left. His friends vanished. His identity shattered, because it was never real. You know what he told me while crying? I don't know who I am without them. He had the body of a man, but the foundation of a boy. Masculinity isn't a costume. It's not something you put on. It's something you become, in the dark, when no one claps. It's built in rejection, in betrayal, in loss, in quiet 4 a.m. mornings when your heart is broken, but your discipline is louder than your pain. So next time someone says, "You've changed," you should smile, because they finally see the man you're becoming, not the boy you used to be. There are 3 psychological traps that keep men soft, silent, and stuck. Let's break them down brutally. Trap 1. Comfort culture. You weren't raised to be dangerous. You were raised to be comfortable. Microwaves replaced struggle. Air conditioning replaced resilience. Instant gratification replaced long-term vision. You've been taught to chase dopamine, not discipline. And now, you're addicted to softness. You sleep in when you're tired. You scroll when you're bored. You quit when it gets hard. But let me tell you a truth they don't want you to know. Masculine power is forged in friction. You weren't designed to live easy. You were designed to fight, to sweat, to suffer, to rise. You think comfort is love? No, it's poison in disguise. And most men, they OD on it daily. Trap 2. Emotional submission. Modern society turned warriors into weepers. They told you, express your feelings. Talk about your emotions. Be vulnerable. That's fine. But here's the dark truth they left out. Feelings are feedback, not your God. You feel sad. Good. Work anyway. You feel tired. So what? Show up. You feel broken? Then build something from the pieces. Most men stay weak because they wait to feel ready. They think motivation will come knocking. But guess what? Discipline is the man who shows up when motivation ghosts you. Let me give you a story. A man I mentored once told me, "I don't feel like working out anymore." I said, "You think lions ask if they feel like hunting?" He was quiet. 2 weeks later, he sent me a photo. 5 a.m. Gym. Bloodshot eyes. Grinding in silence. He finally got it. Emotion is fuel, not brakes. Trap 3. External validation. Let's be real. You crave approval. You post your progress online, waiting for claps, waiting for her to notice, waiting for them to say, "You've changed." That's not growth. That's emotional slavery. Your self-worth is leased, not owned. If her reply can break you, if a hate comment can shatter you, if silence from others feels louder than your own voice, then you're still a boy with a beard. Real freedom? It begins the moment you stop asking for permission to be powerful. It begins when you stop proving yourself to the world and start proving yourself to you. No one's coming to clap. No one's coming to save you. No one's watching like you think they are. They're all too busy bleeding in their own shadows. Your rise will be lonely. Your strength will be questioned. Your silence will be misunderstood. Good, because that means you're no longer a puppet. You're becoming a man. Let me tell you a story. There was a man, 22 years old, dumped by the only girl he ever loved. Broke, with no job, no drive, no future. Skinny, weak, physically and mentally. Addicted to porn, gaming, and escape. Spent 6 hours a day trying to avoid his own reflection. His parents called him lazy. His friends stopped texting. But the worst part, he stopped respecting himself. One night, after losing another argument online, scrolling for hours, and choking on self-hate, he walked in the bathroom, and, for the first time in years, he looked in the mirror. What he saw, a stranger. Soft face, weak jaw, dead eyes, no pride, no power, no purpose. And that broken version of him whispered something terrifying. This isn't me. That night was the funeral of the old him. The next morning, he deleted every game, blocked every distraction, quit porn, quit sugar, quit softness. He started running at 5 a.m., not for fitness, but for revenge. He became a ghost. No posts, no parties, no proof to the world. Just pain, silence, and war. He read books while others slept, lifted heavy when others laughed, ate clean, spoke less, trained his mind like it was a weapon. He was still broken, but now he was dangerous. Fast forward 2 years. The girl, she DM'd him back. The friends, they asked him for advice. His parents, proud, confused. And when he walks into a room, people feel something shift. Not because he's loud, but because he's become the man he used to envy. Who is that man? Maybe it's you. Maybe, after this video, it begins. Because deep down, you already know. You're not meant to be weak. You're not built to be a victim. You are a fighter that forgot who he is. So stop explaining your pain. Start transforming from it. Weakness is a choice. So is power. Most men stay stuck because they choose comfort over character. But the forgotten fighter? He chose pain. He chose silence. He chose to become dangerous again. Now it's your turn. Subscribe if this woke something up inside you. Because in my next video, I'm breaking down the step-by-step plan to escape the lost man syndrome and build unshakable mental dominance from zero to savage. And if that future version of you, the one in your mirror, is watching, tell him you're coming. How to escape the trap, step by step. If you want to escape weakness, do this. Step 1. Choose pain on purpose. Wake up when it hurts. Do the workout you hate. Speak the truth, even if it shakes your voice. Because pain is currency. You trade it for power. Step 2. Cut the noise. Unfollow soft content. Delete fake dopamine. Silence gossip and opinion. You don't need more input. You need more intensity. Step 3. Build private victories. Make your bed. Fix your posture. Track your habits. Read 10 pages. Say no more. You win in silence before you win in public. Step 4. Face your shadow. You want to know why you're weak? Because you're scared of your own darkness. Your lust. Your age. Your trauma. But here's the dark psychological truth. Your power is buried in the part of you you're most afraid of. Integrate your shadow. Don't run from it. Make peace with a monster inside, or it will control you forever. Let me simplify everything into one line. Stop asking, what do I feel like doing? Start asking, what would a warrior do? Every day, every decision, filter it through that lens. Would a warrior scroll TikTok for 2 hours? Would a warrior complain about an ex? Would a warrior wait for motivation? No. He moves. He acts. He leads. That's who you become starting today. If you've made it this far, you're not weak. You're waking up. Your soul is screaming. It's telling you, you are not built for mediocrity. Weak men break under pressure. But you were made to bend, not break. So here's what I want you to do. Comment, I'm done being weak. Write it. Say it. Own it. This is your line in the sand. And hit that subscribe, because the next video will shatter your brain.